Hi, I'm Jenda Michl, and I'm an architect, and I designed this bench. It is all out of aluminum, and it is making its debut in a museum today. We are in the Architecture and Design Museum in Los Angeles, and it is here as essentially an opportunity for people to experience a metal bench that's actually really comfortable. The basis for it was essentially to have metal that flexes to you and is truly comfortable to sit on over a period of time. Just because it's metal does not mean that it has to be rigid and static. So in this case, we have aluminum, which flexes down each piece separately. And this allows for the bench to conform to the human body based on exactly how much weight is put on it individually. So everybody that sits on it can be comfortable. Now, my favorite part of the bench is actually the central section on the way it's set up now. And that is because it has a back.
Okay.
And that allows it to be more of almost a lounge experience where the back of it really conforms behind you. And if you would please, Deborah, can you kind of raise up a little bit, show this, so you can see how it actually flexes beneath the human body.
So right there, yeah,
and it all comes to support everything. And we actually had a difficulty getting some people off of the bench. Very, very flattering, really. The whole thing came from a design I did a few years ago. It was not this design, it was for a desk chair. And one of the things that I want in a desk chair, and maybe other people, when I'm working at a computer, I lean forward. And I wanted a desk chair that would lean forward with me. And there's very few of them out there, they all lean back. But I wanted one that leaned forward, and I wanted to use very simple, elegant lines to do so. And I had a design much like this, except instead of this coming across and then coming essentially straight down, it came back at a much sharper angle and came all the way back and then back in front as a Z. And that meant that this one would really flex forward and flex down. So when you're sitting on it, it would always flex this way. And that design, being a desk and a chair combination, wasn't really commercially applicable in any real way. Still sitting somewhere in the back of my mind. And then there was a competition, a furniture competition. I took that idea and said, okay, how can I make this a little bit more useful to the real world? And the bench and the back areas, if you take just 4 or 5 of them, you actually make it a wonderful dining room chair. I actually have it designed for just taking this exact thing and just making a little dining room set out of it. Beautiful. And that's really it in a snapshot. And right now this is still ultimately a prototype. There will be continued improvements on it, but it is the Flexsit Bench, Flexsit, and I did it through my company, Vertu Studio. It's VERTU Studio, and the website is .com. Thank you.
Great.